on the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cowboys offense will get first crack at it today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are...
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass, it's Flores. The sure hands, it's Brock. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the outside.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hammond. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quickly complete. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to sneak it. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on third and inches.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
He's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Red Raiders offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Trying play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Morton. Right down the middle. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Virgil. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's the handoff. Knocked off his feet. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to get it in. He's out of bounds and short, just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Running back searching for a hole. At the 15, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And the number one thing I'm thinking when I'm backed up like this is don't get a negative play. Create some space. Nice job by the offense. Nice run.
And as soon as you squirt through that hole, you can make a big play, and that's what they did there. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Flores. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Trying to set up the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now on first down from the 30. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Fitzpatrick. In the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Morton. It's on target and complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
To the air, it's Flores. Flips it out to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Punt is on its way. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Carter. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. All defense so far, nobody giving an inch. And how long has it been since you've seen a scoreless game through 3 periods? It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the 4th. That's reeled in. It's Eakin. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A design run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. catch in the middle. It's Hudson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And the Red Raiders are threatening in the red zone. To the air, it's Morton. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And it took until the second half, and we finally get one of the zeros off the board. It's 3-0.
I'm telling you, if this game ends up 3-0, this will be a game I'll never forget. And even though I want to as a former quarterback, but listen, it's been a defensive struggle all game long. You got to give them credit. That field goal right there in the 4th quarter, that may have just been the play of the game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Freeman. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Flores. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
With the catch, it's Ford. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On the run, it's Brock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Man, and you really wanted that first down. Time is not your friend right now. You better come to the line with a good thought process because that clock is ticking.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. This to tie things up in the final minute. He slides that just inside the right upright. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. The give on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Flores. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Quarterbacks love to have a big target out there, and as big as this dude is, needed a bigger target that time.
It's tough to miss a target that big, Reese. You put those guys in there and you know I'm going to throw it up to him and let him make a play. I just didn't know I could throw it that far, or I was that strong, or really I didn't know you were that bad where you could miss that big of a target.
Pulls it in. It's Brock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is such a big play by the defense here. Early in overtime, you come up with a massive negative play, getting the sack on 3rd down, and this is no gimme kick. If they miss this field goal, your offense is back on the field, and all you got to do is kick a field goal to win this thing.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this?
Touchdown, Cowboys! They strike first in overtime.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Oklahoma State 10, Texas Tech 3.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Morton. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the 2nd level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Four-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. We play on. First down here in the 2nd overtime period. from the gun, the ground game. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Let's see what they have on 3rd down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Caught near the sticks, it's Fitzpatrick. He's got enough, it'll be a first down, they've got it at the 12.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to go up top on first down. That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.